Good morning. Can you hear me? All right. Good morning. Thank you for coming. First off, let's thank some of the people right off bat. Let me take the PGR. Where's PGR at? Thank you for all the things that you do, all the events that we've actually hosted or participated in. You guys bring those flags out that otherwise would be responsible. Put hundreds and hundreds of flags. You bring a lot of patriotism to our events, and we are so grateful because it does add. It's like that icing on the cake. So yes. Thank you, PGR. The other is all the other veteran service organizations, the VFW, the American Legion, the Purple Heart, and did I miss anyone? And the DAV, those of you that are dual-hatted, so thank you. And the Friends of the Monument. I know that I heard it today. Where's the Kochinator? And that's the Terminator, Danny Koch. Danny, we want to thank you, man. You're really an inspiration to us all. And those of you that don't know Danny's a Purple Heart father. Didn't serve, but his son did. And he taught his son so many things after his Purple Heart, after being wounded. And we're grateful for parents like Danny who teach their kid how to walk again, how to talk again, how to live again. So Danny, for all the things you do for our community, our heart goes out to you every day, each and every day. So thank you. Sometimes you chew too much of our butt sometimes, but hey, no, we thank you. Hey. No, we're here today to honor the city and pay respects. And here's the reason. We go to war, we fight that war. And every now and then when we fight that war, we are fighting overwhelming odds. It's about maybe 100 Marines and 1,000 Chinese, or 100 Vietnamese and 2 Marines. You figure, I'm telling you, again, you could throw it with the math out there. We are always the underdog when it comes to the fight. But when it comes to the spirit, hey, we're not the underdog. And it's that spirit that gets us through. When we get in a firefight and you start to understand that the enemy has a vote and what happens to you, one of the greatest things and assets that we have while you're in the fight is the guys that are right behind you, the artillerymen, the mortarmen, the people they're giving you the air support. Those guys mean so much to you at that particular moment, because even though they're not right in front of you fighting, they got your back and they are bombing the crap out of the enemy so that we can actually maybe continue the momentum and maybe win that battle so that we can win the war. And it's those people in the back that we really, really, truly appreciate. So this fight through patriotism, to honoring the fallen, to honoring those who have gone before us, to honoring our elders, the World War II, the Korean War vet, the Vietnam vet, those guys that have paved the way for all of us to enjoy our freedoms. It comes that, you're in that fight and you can't do it without the support of others. So I'm telling you that when you have a city like Lubbock and all the things that we want to do and all the visions that we have, for the city to get on board and say, all right, what can we do to make this easier? And this is what we're here for today, to honor Lubbock, Texas, for being a veteran-friendly community and one of the greatest places to live, especially for veterans and their families. Because no matter what you're going through, if you look back, the city's back there. They're back there. And they're actually trying to be your voice, and all they need to hear from us is what we need. So I'm telling you, I am so honored to be here today to honor Lubbock City Council and the mayor for all the things that they've done for us in this endeavor. And lastly is when our Purple Heart, when our veterans get hurt, our warriors get hurt, they come off the battlefield and they're injured. And they got to live with that scar for the rest of their lives. And before I begin, hey, can we have our World War II guy please come in? You are in the presence of Korean War veterans and a World War II vet. Right here, Mr. Wayne Painter. World War II Wayne Painter, Guadalcanal in the Pacific. Don't tell him I told you, but he's 97 years old. Don't tell him I told you. But we get credit for a lot of stuff, for doing stuff for the city and doing for our veterans, but the city council and the mayor really have our backs and our interests at heart, and they really support our veteran community. So again, we fight the fight and we rely on the people behind us to keep pushing us and be an inspiration. Maybe every now and then throw some rockets down range so that we can advance. So, the one who knows that too well is the guy that I'm about to introduce, and that's the commander of the military with the Purple Heart, Steve Owen.
got to make sure my hearing aids stay on when I take this mask off.
You got that?
Sometimes it's easier just to leave the hearing aids off, and I could go around and claim innocence on any comment that was made. This morning, I'd like for you to think about one word. That word is courage. And think about it in terms of this. There's a doorway on your right side over here. If you would get up and walk through that knowing that you might not make it out the front door because you faced an enemy that wanted you dead. Courage. That's an awesome word. Those who landed on Iwo Jima in February 1945 had unsurmountable courage, just like those who landed in Normandy. But why? Why did they do it? They loved their country. They hated the enemy for what they had done to the world. And so they put themselves in danger. During that 5-week battle of Iwo Jima, just over 6,000 Marines and Navy personnel were killed in action. Navy personnel being our corpsmen. Those men who take care of their Marines, who go far above the call of duty to help a wounded Marine, perished in the battle also. So when you think about courage, it makes you wonder, what would I have done? What would I have done? And I know we're all veterans here. A lot of us are combat veterans. We experienced that moment in our lives when we thought about courage. What am I going to do? What will I do in the face of the enemy during combat? And so we met a nice young man, I'll say. Tried to get in the Marine Corps. He's a little short, but they finally let him in. We all know that the minimum height for a Marine is 3.5 feet. Well, Woody, he far exceeded that. He was 5'1", 5 foot, something like that. So Woody Williams is one of the 27 Marines who received the Medal of Honor for his valor during that battle. And we had the good fortune of meeting him when we started putting together what we would call the Regional Monument of Courage. And so he supports, promotes the memory and honor of fallen soldiers and the Gold Star families. And so in our Regional Monument of Courage, we have a center focal point, and that's the one for Gold Star families. Within that monument, you'll see a silhouette cut out of the granite, and it's a soldier saluting. And the purpose of that is to remember the one gone, but they are not truly gone because we remember and honor them. And so we worked over almost 4 years to raise funds to construct this monument. The city supported us 100% of the way from day one and helped us get through quite a few hurdles and so forth. But we got the monument built. It was dedicated August 7th of this year. August 7th is National Purple Heart Day. Everyone honored by the Regional Monument of Courage received a Purple Heart for wounds received in action, for being killed in action, or for the Medal of Honor. Very few Medal of Honor recipients are not wounded. So the majority of them are. 60 to 70% of those who received the Medal of Honor died in combat. And so we're here today to thank the city and present them with a thank you gift from Woody Williams, who turns 97 years old today. October 2nd is his birthday. And to present a picture on his behalf and the Friends of the Monument to the City of Lubbock for their help and getting this monument done. It is a tremendous monument. There's a lot of healing that goes on there. I drive by and see people there probably 80% of the time looking at the monument. I know that they, I like to think, had someone in the service, perhaps wounded, perhaps lost in battle, perhaps lost as a MIA, thinking about their loved one. And so we're going to present this picture. Steve, if you could come up. It is an honor. For us to present this to the City of Lubbock, again, thank you, Steve, for all the city's work on it, and especially your part, because we invaded your district, and you were there and stood tall as a great Texan and said, "We're going to get this done." And he never stopped helping us. And so, Commander. Woody autographed it for us, and so thank you again. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Steve and Benny, thanks. Steve, Benny, and Danny, I love these guys. They're great to work with, and what we did as a city at the Monument of Courage was a labor of love. I consider it my duty because I believe that it's our duty to honor those that have served, because freedom is not free. And so I feel like I should be giving them something. I mean, they've brought a wonderful addition out to District 4. If you've ever been out to Henry Hunnicky Park, we've got the Veterans War Memorial out there, Willie McCool's out there. It's just a great place. And I don't live very far from that park, and there's someone there all the time. I run early in the mornings. It's amazing. Sometimes I run by the park at maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and somebody's out there enjoying the monuments. They're reconnecting, they're honoring those that served. And so it's become a special place, not only for Lubbock, but really for the region. And so my hat's off to these guys for the vision. And I will tell you that as long as I'm around, the City of Lubbock will always stand to support our veterans, because I'm proud to live in a city that honors and respects those that serve. And so we were talking, there's more projects, we're not done. Matter of fact, I was talking to Mr. Bates earlier about another project that's important to me. We've been working for years now on a veteran cemetery, and we're not going to stop until we have that. The city's committed to give a piece of land that's going to be gorgeous, and we won't stop until we have that cemetery. So on behalf of the mayor and the city council, the City of Lubbock, thank you so much. The picture is awesome, and we'll hang it in Citizens Tower with pride.